Oh, we are live.
Whoa. Okay.
Whoa.
We're live.
We're live.
Hi,
it's Tuesday. And
Hey, everybody. So,
our producer is a little under the weather.
and so we are on our own.
We are.
And,
I mean, as far as the filming goes, Ashley did do her thing about pre-production, getting us all organized with our little cheat sheet. Hopefully we can follow it.
But as far as, and I can see I'm off, like, center here. Okay, and we can't see the comments, everybody, because our eyes aren't that good, but I see people are here and joining us, and we will have to comment back to you later.
Yeah, we'll comment later.
So, but
we'll put it on. We'll do our thing. It'll go to YouTube. It'll do all that stuff.
But what have we been up to? Well, you went to Spokane.
We did. We went to Spokane. We saw our girl in Spokane. She's a student at Gonzaga. It was good to see her.
Ed and Bozeman.
Saw the Ed and Bozeman. He's a student at MSU. So, but it was a kind of a quick trip, long drive. Good, decent weather. It was kind of rainy a little bit. I just realized though that I left 2 jackets.
Ooh, 2 good ones too.
In the closet in Spokane.
I'm mad for her.
So, I realized I left one like Saturday evening after we had checked out, and I called them, and then they said, well, our housekeeper will get back to you, and then that didn't happen. And then this morning, like 2 days after I'm back, I realized I left another one.
Which was
my cool retro, my high school jean jacket that I've kept forever, and all the hipster cool kids in everywhere we stopped were like, hey. I love your jacket. Someone said, where'd you get that? Anyway,
I hope you get those back, because that one's irreplaceable.
It is.
And honestly, your polka dot raincoat, I love. That's kind of irreplaceable.
Yeah, anyway. So you think you have everything all together. I seriously, when we were leaving, I'm like, boy, I've got all this travel stuff down to a science, zip, 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 off we go. Anyway.
Well, I got to babysit on Sunday. So
hey, where are those cookies you baked?
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
I can remember things like that, but not my jackets.
They're in the cookie jar. I need to bring them in. I might go get them later because I have to run an errand. Okay. But we got to babysit Elise and Silas, and that was a lot of fun because Mom and Dad had friends in town, and they went to, I think it was the Rib and Chop House. Apparently they have a bottomless mimosas on Sundays at brunch, so they wanted to take advantage of that. So anyway, so we had lots of fun, and kids and babies were fun, and of course I'm in charge of the baby. Jim's in charge of Silas, because in Silas's world, Jim is like, oh, at least doesn't know yet. So, that's what's going on this weekend for us, and lots of knitting. I think I managed to knit on every project I'm going to show today.
Okay.
Even if it was just a couple rows, and then I got interrupted by baby or whatever, but I did manage to get knitting on everything.
That's nice. Yeah, knitting, I took more than I needed for the road trip, and then when Ashley said, should we chat about what's on our needles, I'm like, yeah, and then we could talk about everything that's on our needles, but I decided not. We didn't want to do that.
I have more on the needles, obviously, at home.
They go into timeout. So. They go out of timeout. They come So anyway, but we decided to be selective.
But we also brought in some projects from everyone that works is working here. So our staff has some beautiful projects that I think, and a variety too, and some that you'll recognize.
Well, and we'll be minus Ashley's projects because she's not.
And I wanted to see her blanket.
Oh, I know. Yeah,
she's got a blanket going, you guys, that is just out of this world, and
and then she has something, a fun sweater that she's doing for her daughter out of Big Wool.
But maybe we can catch that.
Yeah,
we'll try to catch her up next week on her project.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
So. All right, so let's start. So
Linda.
Okay, I'll start. I'll start. Do we want to just do all mine and then?
Yeah, I think so.
That's all right. Well, well, the first one that I'm doing And it's funny because I'm at the same place in two of these sweaters. So this is
pretty.
the Mycroft.
That's Isabel
and
Kramer.
This is Isabel Kramer. And so I'm doing Noro. So and this is my third ball. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get this whole thing done. But what I love in this, I thought it would be fun to do like a reel with how I can wear this with every pant that I have.
Oh yeah! Look at all the colors.
Because look, this is with my green pants. I tried it on with my
Do you have any
burgundy
like
pants.
Kelly green pants? There's
No,
some
but
right
I'm gonna have some like ochre ones here pretty soon.
Fun.
But I don't care if the color's not in here. I know I can wear it because everyone will think it is.
That is fabulous.
So yeah, it's pretty fun, and I can't wait to get it blocked because I think it's gonna get super soft and a lot more drapey. But I've got my one sleeve going.
That's gorgeous.
So
now, did you alternate between two different Noros when you're doing this?
No, I did the same color, but what I did is I alternated between the inside and the outside. So, because I guess I didn't want just one. I can't go conventional. So, even though Noro's not really conventional, but I didn't want like a slow gradient. I wanted to get in every color.
Pretty stripes.
Yeah.
That's fun.
And I love the way the back and the neck is. So
yeah, that's lovely.
And I think I'll get a couple extra inches out of that when I block, maybe.
Fun.
So that is going to be, I think, a fun. I've never really had a sweater that I know I can just wear with everything. I can knock around in it. It'll feel
I
really
remember years ago at Wild Pearls, Janet, a gal named Janet who has moved away, but she loved Noro, and she had Janet Miller, right? She had
Janet,
Janet
in case
Miller.
You're watching.
She had a really cool Einstein jacket out of Noro, and it was just, I mean, it was colorful and comfy looking.
If you don't know about the Einstein coat, it's by Sally Melville, and there's a book out there called The Knit Stitch, and I'm sure it's still available. We probably both have copies. So if anybody wants to look, but it's a beautiful jacket, really simple construction, but it's pretty cool. So,
but anyway, she'd walk in wearing that, and it was just like, there's that Noro sweater. So
I know you kind of want it.
Yeah, so.
You want to take it off of her.
Yeah.
Okay. The next one I'm going to talk about is my soundtrack. So
wait, you forgot to say.
I know. I'll get to it. Okay. I'm kind of going
She's
in
skipping
order.
around.
Actually, I think my Dissent is in that the bag that it should be in.
Okay.
So
right there.
So this is the soundtrack, and this is the that 4-day knit along that's turned into a 4-month knit along for me. But as you can see, I'm in the exact same spot that I am. Same sleeve, everything.
So you'll have a whole bunch of sweaters done at once.
I guess so. Yeah, at least 2. So this is felted tweed, and I love this color. It's called Zinnia.
And you guys, there are probably 15 new shades of felted tweed coming in October.
Yeah, new colors, not the same colors.
They're K-facet colors.
I'm not really sure where they're gonna go.
Right.
Like, I know where we want them to go, but
we'll
15
colors,
out,
but we want
times 10 is 150 skeins. That's a lot of really cool sweaters. It
is, and they're brights. They're gonna be. There's a really awesome like citrusy. Oh my gosh. And felted tweed, we've talked about it before. It's a workhorse and amazing, awesome DK weight yarn.
Then I have my Dissent, my Dissent sweater. Now this is just starting, so not nearly as far as the others. So this is my. I don't know the name of the person that wrote it.
Andrea Rangel.
Oh, Andrea Rangel. Right. Yeah. I was thinking of another person. So this is mine. I'm jumping into a steek, and I didn't pay any attention to that because I just felt like I needed to have this sweater so I can have, I don't know, a symbol of something.
Well, it's been the pattern's been out for a couple of years. I think it was way up there on that Modern Daily Knitting chart
in
March Madness.
Right. So it's
and that's when we first saw it.
To remember Ruth Bader Ginsburg and all that she has done for us women in the United States of America.
Yep.
So
awesome.
Anxious, and I've been wanting to do LettLopi, and I haven't, and I think it's a little tighter gauge than like Felix,
Oh.
which I think I'm going to like. But
Mm-hmm.
anyway, so we've got another great sample for LettLopi. We'll show you guys that next time around.
Well, I'm actually working on a LettLopi sweater too.
Well, that's true, but I meant like our sample that we're doing. Okay, so, all right, now where's my other one?
The cowl.
Yeah, I took it out.
Okay, I don't know. Ashley, do you know where it is?
Oh, wait, it's on the floor. Sorry. Sorry, project. Okay, so this one is actually another thing that I'm knitting kind of for another...
In honor of,
yes,
yeah.
in memory and honor of Kat Bordy, who I actually took a class from back in the old Wild Pearl days.
Wow.
Way back when.
So
and
she was here in Billings?
Yes.
I did not know
And
that.
actually she's been here twice. So she taught at the Wild Pearls on Broadwater, and she taught at Wild Pearls on 24th Street.
Wow.
Yeah, so she was here twice. And but this is a pattern.
I think you need to write a blog about that.
Oh, maybe I should. So this pattern though is one that she would use in her retreats.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was never like technically released until just recently, before her death. And it's called the Rio Calina. And it's really, she's always talked about how to let your cables just flow, and she has some other patterns that are like that. But this went really fast. That I just loved it because you don't think of cables as social knitting, but this really is, because you are not following a chart. You are making it up as you go. And I mean, we were talking yesterday, it'd be a great project for someone that's never cabled before, because it really gives you a great idea of how
cables work
and where they go, and it makes it a lot easier. Anyway, I'm really excited about it, and so maybe I'm almost halfway done, and then you will sew it in a unique fashion. I'm not sure yet, but and it might turn into a class. I think so. And the yarn
definitely a workshop.
Yeah, the yarn that I'm using, I thought, here you hold that.
Okay.
It's sort of a chainette. It's got some yarn blown in, but it also has some really fun colors.
Mochi.
Popped in there. So
that's
really,
from Berroco.
It's fun, and it's got these little puffs of color that you just, there you go. You can really see that.
Look at the cables. They
yeah,
show well
and
too.
there's just so much fun. I just love it. So that one, I don't think I have Mochi up on the website yet. We're still working on that.
Well, yeah, and it's kind of, anyway. But you could use, primarily worsted weight yarn.
Yeah.
Any worsted weight yarn.
We have some new Kathmandu on the website, which I think would really
that would be
nice
yummy
for
with
that.
cashmere
Oh my
in there.
God, it would be gorgeous.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Okay, anything else?
Okay.
I think
you're done
that's
with your
it
stuff.
for me.
Okay. So, I'm going to talk about a beautiful sock
I
that
should've
Sarah's
talked about
working
other
on.
people's stuff.
Sarah will be in later. Sarah loves to knit socks, and so she just brought in this current project of, one of many, and we know she's working on a sweater too. So she's working with Two Sisters yarn, self-striper, and Two Sisters is right here in Billings, Montana.
And it looks like she add in a solid for
And
her.
she's got mini skeins for the heels,
and I think
then she will for the toes.
I don't
too.
think she's really done that too often. This might be one of her first times doing
But isn't
that.
this colorway, a river runs through it? Isn't that a fun
I love
one?
that.
Yeah,
what
that's
a Montana
beautiful.
color, right?
Yeah, nice.
Love the movie.
it. Yep. Okay. All right. Now you're going to talk about what Ashley. Oh,
Okay.
Ashley's not here.
Right.
Okay. Okay, we'll get to that again.
Okay, you talk about your really cool LettLopi sweater, because
Okay.
I'm in love with that.
I've got a couple things. I pulled this out. I had gotten to the point of it needing sleeves. That's my Solbein cardigan. This is a Mary Jane Mucklestone pattern.
Yeah, we should
And
talk about that.
also, Mary Jane Mucklestone has an awesome new book coming in pre-orders now on our website.
Right, you should have got emails
Yep, we
about
sent
it.
out an email on Monday.
We're talking about it today, so it's called Fair
Isle
Weekend, and it's full of patterns, hats, gloves, cowls, sweaters. That
inspired by Fair Isle. The Lane magazine people are publishing it, so it's going to be so pretty.
So right now we have it on the website for pre-order, a little lower price. But once it hits the stands,
then our price is
will be regular.
Yeah, just for this week of pre-orders.
Yeah. So
anyway, it's coming out of Finland. But anyway, this is a Mary Jane Mucklestone pattern, and it's going to be steeked. And it is LettLopi, and I love it. I really do. It got chilly, and I'm like, okay.
What size are you on, needle? Like an 8?
No,
9. Oh, big.
No, it's like a 10.
Wow.
Yeah.
But this is going to be a cardigan, really.
Right. Yeah. And I have pulled it over, and it's going to be awesome. I love it. It's going to.
Yeah, I can't wait. We're all going to do some steeking.
So that's that, and I'm, that's plugging along. It's going pretty fast, really. And then I also wanted to play with new colors of Big Wool. In fact, I want to play with all colors of Big Wool, but I don't have. You can try on this cool mitten because I think it might fit you really well. It fits me, but it's a little short.
Oh, yeah, I love it.
Isn't it nice?
Yeah.
So size 10.5 needles. This pattern is a free pattern called Classic Cabled Mittens. Can you see the cable? Yeah. It's fun. Big Wool can handle like a 15 to a 19 needle, so the 10.5 is super dense. I've got to do thumbs and start the next one, and it was I worked on that only on Sunday in the car.
Oh. That is quick.
And a little bit at home too. Anyway.
You'll be done in no time.
Yep, that's a good one. And then
it's like my sweaters. They're all done to here.
Well, and so I was telling Suzanne, I think yesterday, we were walking over to the mini bar to look at some pom-poms, and I said, in my head, I want a mitten sample of every single color of Big Wool in the shop, but that isn't going to happen because there's too many other things to knit. But we can't say enough about Big Wool, seriously. It's like,
yeah, it's a great yarn and lots of different needle sizes too. You don't have to stick with, I bet, what size are you on here?
10.5.
Okay.
And that is super dense.
But then the hats, are on 15.
Oh, yeah, no, it's supposed to be on a bigger needle. But, for mittens, you want them to be dense so that you don't have, the air freezing your hands. So that's that. And then also, I guess I will pull out my ranunculus because I did work on that.
And we have other ranunculuses to show you.
All of us are working on ranunculus. I believe I might be the only one who's deviating from the Freia.
I think that's okay because
I know.
That's if you want to add longer sleeves, that's sort of what you have to do. But all right.
So I also worked on this in our road trip, and I could have finished it totally, but I didn't have the right needles to do my.
I didn't. You know what? I didn't pay attention. I just did it.
My magic loop needle was not going to be long enough. I did not want to pull.
I thought you meant needle size.
Yeah, no, I didn't want to get the pull and the.
So
ladders.
Your ranunculus is made with
Lanivendole and Kid Silk Haze, and it's like butter. It's just
here. Let me show everybody because the cameras are kind of at a different spot. Okay. All right.
Yep. There's the back.
All right. You can that.
Yeah.
And then
it's just a subtle difference in colors, but it's really pretty.
Oh, and it just feels dreamy. Okay, so Connie started her ranunculus, and she is she's using Freia, but look at this color.
That is so pretty.
Oh my gosh, look, it's going to a dark gray. You can kind of see it on here.
Wait, which one are we looking at? I get confused.
Well, they're too far apart probably.
Oh.
Let me do this one. Hi everyone.
Okay, whoops, sorry, that was fun.
Okay. All right, so that's probably better. So you can kind of see what's happening here. She's not going to probably get to the really dark, but it is gorgeous. And then she paired it with, this is purplicious color from Rowan.
Yeah, that's pretty.
So
it's really pretty. That's going to look gorgeous on her. She said it's really bright, but
not really. Not as bright as she thinks. And then
this one's the one Becky's doing for one of the sisters.
now this one is actually the color that I used on mine.
Mm-hmm.
But because she's pairing it with a different mohair, it's really going to look different. So she started in the middle with the coral color, and then she's added the pearl color from Kid Silk Haze.
Pretty.
So
it's beautiful.
And I know the
different.
Becky girls, all her girls, and I really feel like this is probably right in line with how their coloring likes. They like their colorings.
It's gonna be
So
pretty.
it's gonna be really pretty.
Beautiful. Connie's also working on a really pretty beaded shawl. This is a church mouse pattern. And she's playing with one of the Harry Potter yarns.
Oh yeah, Chinese fireball.
Chinese fireball.
And this is the pattern. It's called English Mesh Lace Scarf.
So I don't know if you can see the yarn is a little sparkly with the stellina, and then the beads. She's adding beads. I don't know if you can see it. Anyway, it is really pretty.
So this is the pattern. Here, I'll plug that right there. English Mesh Lace Scarf.
Can we see it on both? Yeah. Okay.
So she's added some beads that she loves, and then she, like the rest of us, loves our mohair. So
that's pretty.
What a great combo.
Mm-hmm. She also, we'll talk about this maybe again. Maybe we could get Connie to do a nice little demo with beads.
That's a good idea.
Good.
Yeah, because I think a lot of people were kind of scared about it. You know, even me, I haven't really done it. I've
done some. They're pretty. And we, just FYI, we do stock the Mill Hill glass beads, size 6.
That are perfect for these projects.
Yeah.
So,
okay, so that's that, and then... Is that it?
Yeah, but you know what? I just read an email this morning, and I thought that our listeners might want to know if you are a Lane magazine fan, and they had earlier announced that I'm not even in the picture. Hello. Hang on.
Oh, we're not centered anymore?
I guess not.
Okay.
Sorry, Ashley. So, anyway, now you're barely in there. Okay. So, they had earlier announced that they were going to stop publishing. And
the magazine.
And I think it was more for
just taking
logistical
a break,
reasons, family, that kind of thing.
Well, they started also doing, they did the 52 Weeks of Socks.
Right, which we have that book.
Mm-hmm.
So, they just announced that they're going to do issue 10, and it should be out in December. So that's exciting. We'll make sure that happens in the shop. So it's always a good one. So
anyway,
okay, I think that's our allotted time. So thanks everybody for coming. And now we're gonna end it, and it's gonna look silly when we end it. Okay, so all right, bye.
How do you stop it?
Finish.
Where? Sorry, guys. Jeez.
Okay.